Hello, Tay League members. It is your PA president, Anthony Rocca, aka the Double Ups. I am finally back here on American soil, making this video, which means it is something really exciting is taking place in Tay League, and we have officially agreed to a new CBA over the next 3 years. So there will be no lockout, there will be no strike, and we're going to be able to discuss some of the major things that are going to be coming for this league over the next 3 years. And I'm really excited to be sharing that with you. Before I jump into what these talking points are, I want you all to know that our main focus through these conversations were the Tay League members. We're not taking away any rights of the day-to-day operations and the voices that these league members have, but we are focused on progressing forward, looking at it from a macro view of really where do we want to be, where do we want to go as a league, and how are we going to get there. So with these conversations that Commissioner and I had in Majorques, we were able to share a few estrellas, which is a cerveza in Spain. We were able to hang out with some chicks. We were able to eat some salt-crusted sea bass together, really breaking bread over what is our main focus and what are we trying to do. I made sure I brought up all the points that are important to Tay League members, and Commissioner did have an open ears, and he also voiced where he was coming from. So it was really exciting that we're able to fall into a position where I can make this video today. So without further ado, I'll jump in. We're able to discuss 3 main talking points. The first talking point was centered around buy-in. I know there's been a lot of conversation around this is a mid-market league. This is a low-stakes league. This is something that I didn't take lightly, and I know there's other league members that didn't take lightly either. And I know at the end of the day, it isn't all about money, but I do understand the investment, the time, the energy that we put into this Tay League should reflect into what the payout of a champion is to be in this league. It is not just bragging rights. We deserve a substantial payout that is going to be something that people can, possibly take their chick out to Majorques sometime with that buy-in money. So with that said, original plan was to increase buy-in by $25 over a course of the next few years until we reached a spot where everyone felt comfortable. What we ultimately decided that we are going to make buy-in starting next year, $350. That price will be stable for the next 3 years. But with that price, we're going to be able to have more flexibility on how we want to do the payouts. We may be able to incorporate some more incentives throughout the league, whether it's per week winners receiving money, having the highest scoring total, things like that. And we kept that in mind. But I think with this price, this is something that we can stay stable on, something that we can get even more excited about, and something that translates to the actual energy and investment that we put into Tay League. So the next talking point that we're going to be jumping into is draft weekend. After a successful bout this past couple weeks ago in draft weekend over in Charleston, I think we've decided that we're going to, over the next 3 years, we're going to be hosting a draft weekend in Charleston, hosting a draft weekend in Tampa, and then we're going to host a undisclosed location for that third draft weekend over the next 3 years. We feel confident in what we have in Tampa and Charleston, so why change that? We're also going to keep it on Labor Day. We feel that is a great weekend to maximize, all the time together, as well as incorporating the draft, incorporating some golf, and just incorporating laughter at all times. So when it comes to the undisclosed location, we have some things in mind, but we will, when it gets closer to what that looks like, we'll let you guys know. But for the time being, draft weekend is going to be in those 3 locations over the next 3 years. Now, speaking of draft weekend, so there's been a lot of conversation around people not showing up, people not, really wanting draft weekend to be something that they look forward to and as their main focus. We've decided that there are so many people that want to be a part of this league, and we're not threatening to ever take anyone out. I think that was something that a commission did have on the table, but I knew in my heart that's something that we couldn't do, but I also felt there is something that needed to be done by people not wanting to make a draft weekend a priority. So Commissioner and I decided that there will be a $25 fee for any unexcused absence for draft weekend. We feel we're both, in order to have an excused absence or an unexcused absence, it needs to be unanimously decided between Commissioner and I. I feel we're both reasonable people. I balance him out, he balances me out, and we can come to a conclusion on what actually is an excused and unexcused absence. With that said, that $25 fee may not seem anything substantial, but it is a marking on Tay-League. And there will be records of this moving forward. And I want it to be something that it's a weekend, a boys' weekend that everyone can look forward to, time that we all can spend together, not only drafting, but also discussing, the direction of where this league's going, enjoying some golf together, and doing things together, because that's what this league's all about. So that was the third and final point that came out with the CBA agreement. Obviously, there's going to be more changes within Tay-League, but that's something that's going to fall in the hands of Tay-League members, whether that's adding an additional draft round for the rookie draft, adding an additional taxi squad, making it into an auction draft. These are all things that I want to keep in the hands of Tay-League members, and that was something I fought for. So, but I do feel confident on these three major points being something that we can really look on, really focus on, and really is going to help better the league in the future. So I'm glad you all were able to sit here and enjoy. I hope we're able to get into a spot where everyone's happy. If anyone has any further questions, feel free to direct it to myself or to Commissioner. But we had a great time, and it was a great, candid conversation. And I think you guys are going to be really excited about this. Talk to y'all soon.